In this video, we've compiled a list of the best 20 games currently available on PC Game Pass. Number 20. Back 4 Blood. The 4-player zombie survival game in Back 4 Blood seems familiar for a reason. It is a work of Turtle Rock Studios, who cooperated with Valve on Left 4 Dead. While many of the features are the same, there is a new growth system that is intriguing and a card system that lets you customize your deck of abilities and perks for each mission. The zombies pose a greater challenge as well, with more unique infected threatening your progress. It's a game that's best played with friends, and it rewards players who figure out which cards are the most important and create a deck that can hold out against waves of zombies. Number 19. Deathloop. Deathloop's PlayStation exclusive deal has finally expired after a whole year of waiting. Arcane's masterpiece now is officially on Xbox Game Pass. Unlock new abilities by peeking in behind bad guys, stabbing and shooting and sneaking around, examining environments for clues, and decide which path to go next as you push and pull and explore every corner of this labyrinthine puzzle box. Number 18. Total War Warhammer 3. You don't need to have played the entire series to enjoy this entry. Total War Warhammer 3 is the culmination of years of outstanding strategy and RPG gaming, thanks in part to a very smart tutorial. The battle settings are stunning, the fantasy lore is rich, and the AI forces you fight are smart enough to present a real challenge. This time around, strategic management of your forces, resources, and alliances is much simpler because of a simplified user interface that still offers the depth strategists love. Number 17. Microsoft Flight Simulator Standard Game of the Year Edition. One of the reasons to subscribe to PC Game Pass is because of the special game, Microsoft Flight Simulator. The experience provided by Microsoft Flight Simulator is unmatched by anything else on the market. Microsoft Flight Simulator uses Earth as its open world and lets pilots plot paths and take off while flying over landscapes that might pass for real-world images. Microsoft Flight Simulator is an ambitious, difficult, and engrossing technical masterwork, as well as a successful work of art. Number 16. Weird West. Weird West is an isometric role-playing game that takes place in a supernaturally themed version of the American frontier and leads players through 5 stories with fresh protagonists that are presented when the player enters into their bodies. Each story does a fantastic job of expressing itself, and it's a strange idea that works well in this world. Weird West has engaging shootouts, strong storytelling, and a cast of fascinating characters. The game is played similarly to a slow-paced twin-stick shooter. While somewhat overwhelming, this game does a lot of things well and provides something that is rather unique compared to other games available on PC Game Pass. Number 15. A Plague Tale Requiem. A faraway island calls out to you. Enter a terrible, breathtaking world that has been warped by otherworldly forces as you set out on a heartbreaking adventure. Amisha and Hugo depart from their damaged home country and journey far south, stopping in unfamiliar places and bustling towns. They try to control Hugo's curse there and begin a new life there. However, when Hugo's powers come back to life, death and destruction return in a rat invasion. Once again forced to leave, the siblings put their faith in a mythical island they believe may contain the secret to healing Hugo. Discover the cost of saving those you care about in a desperate struggle for survival. Utilize a range of tools, weapons, and supernatural abilities to defeat enemies and overcome obstacles. Number 14. Metal Hellsinger. Metal Hellsinger is exactly what you would get if you combine Doom with a rhythm game. The movement and fighting are extremely Doom-like, which is clearly a good thing, but this time you have to kill enemies to the rhythm of the heavy metal music, which becomes louder as you get into it. On paper, this has always sounded like a fantastic idea, but there have been many worries that it would not be able to live up to the expectations. Fortunately, it didn't happen, since Metal Hellsinger is a ton of fun to play. Its only drawback, in our opinion, is that it's a little bit short. Though, we'll be playing this one over and over again. Number 13. Wasteland 3. Given that Fallout's departure from its main CRPG roots upset many fans of the first two games, InSile Entertainment resurrected the franchise's spiritual progenitor, Wasteland, with that market in mind. Wasteland 3 puts players in command of a team of desert rangers to explore an uncompromisingly deep role-playing experience. This time, post-apocalyptic Colorado serves as the location instead of the Arizona desert of Wasteland 2. Any serious RPG fan will be pleased by the intense, turn-based action and the sheer complexity of the game's mechanics. Number 12. Gears 5 Game of the Year Edition. Gears 5 Game of the Year Edition contains the basic game, the Hivebusters expansion, 30 Days of Boost, and the Halo Reach character pack. Building on the fourth entry, Gears 5 combines the franchise's hard-hitting third-person shooter action with a few of open sections similar to Halo Infinite, but nowhere like as large as that game. Kate Diaz takes the spotlight as the franchise's new protagonist, and Gears 5 does an excellent job of going into her connection with the Locust. In addition to Gears 5, PC Game Pass includes Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Gears of War 4, and the Gears Tactics. Number 11. Alien Isolation. When Creative Assembly and Feral Interactive decided to try to make an Aliens game that replicated the unrelenting intensity and oppressive atmosphere of the original Alien movie, they truly set themselves quite the task. Fortunately, they did not only completely nail it, but also created what is perhaps the best horror game of all time as a result. Alien Isolation is really that awesome. Everything here revolves on the magnificent xenomorph, which has been ingeniously designed to carry out its tasks like hunting, barreling down shafts and vents, reacting to the smallest sound, and focusing on your location much like the real thing. You are pitted against the ideal creature in Alien Isolation inside a gorgeous replica of the movie universe. Number 10. Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds is an open-world mystery that focuses exclusively on exploration and discovery, with the only solution being to keep looking. Simply told, you take on the role of an astronaut from the Outer Wilds space program. The sun will go supernova after 22 minutes of gameplay, ending the game. You'll continue straight away with the same 22-minute time limit, allowing you to explore the solar system and solve the mysteries that lurk around you. Number 9. Pillars of Eternity 2 Dead Fire. Gamers who either missed out on or want to experience the heyday of Baldur's Gate should play Pillars of Eternity, and more especially Pillars of Eternity 2. Players take on the role of a Watcher, a kind of spiritual medium in the game's world of Yora, returning some years after the events of the first episode. As previously said, Pillars of Eternity inspires strong nostalgia for classic CRPGs and offers satisfyingly rich role-playing opportunities, progression mechanics, and skill and attribute systems. Number 8. Life is Strange True Colors. Life is Strange True Colors is the fourth entry in the series, and it wears many of the lessons learned in prior entries on its sleeve. It still follows a character with supernatural abilities, this time an empath named Alex, but the game mostly confines itself to a single tiny town, giving the game's environment time to become a character in its own right. The story of the game is based around a tiny village, which helps to ground the entire story and creates stakes for every character the player encounters, not just the leads. True Colors doesn't change the Life Strange formula, but it's an exceptionally confident game that anyone who loves narrative adventure games should not miss. Number 7. Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch Remastered. Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch is a JRPG game about a bereaved young boy who is relocated to a magical land in conflict. Players take on the role of Oliver and go on an epic quest including vibrant characters, stunning scenery, menacing threats, and stunning visuals. While the technique for catching monsters in Wrath of the White Witch is similar to that of Pokémon, it differs significantly from Game Freak's franchise in terms of how familiars are acquired. The JRPG's narrative and cutscenes in Wrath of the White Witch are superb and really worth your time. Number 6. Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 is the latest entry in NetherRealm Studios' famous fighting franchise. Mortal Kombat has been on a tear, churning out fun, hilarious stories with in-depth gameplay and a ton of online content. Mortal Kombat 11 significantly slows down combat, creating an experience that values precise and strategic movements over button mashing. Despite the fact that the single-player story can also be finished in a weekend, the game's competitive environment may be very intimidating, especially now that Mortal Kombat 11 has been available for more than 2 years. If you are enjoying the video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Number 5. Forza Horizon 5. It's time for your ultimate Horizon adventure. Explore the bright and constantly changing open-world landscapes of Mexico while engaging in endless, enjoyable driving action in hundreds of the greatest cars ever made. Drive many world-class cars across the colorful and ever-evolving open-world landscapes of Mexico. Discover a world of stunning beauty and contrast. Experience stunning beaches, enormous gorges, living deserts, lush forests, historical cities, secret ruins, and a towering snow-capped volcano. Take part in a wide-ranging campaign that has hundreds of tasks and rewards you for doing the activities that you enjoy. Meet new characters and choose how their Horizon story quests will turn out. Number 4. Inside. Inside takes everything to the next level for fans of puzzle solving, dark atmospheres, and strange environmental storytelling. You take on the role of a young child running from evil forces who seem to have somehow penetrated and enslaved your world in this 2.5D game. Almost everything poses a risk, and numerous deaths will teach you when to flee, hide, and outthink your way to survival. It's a short game, but it'll stay with you for a long time. Number 3. Deep Rock Galactic. The key to Deep Rock Galactic's popularity is how well-balanced it is for quick team-ups and co-op games with friends. The missions itself make excellent use of the various classes available in the game, each of which has unique abilities for both mining and fighting. Every mission allows players to explore an environment, find and mine valuable ores, and then escape a horde of hungry insect aliens. Points are earned and upgrades are bought to strengthen your chosen class without becoming overly tedious or time-consuming. It's a unique experience and a simple decision if you're seeking for a new game to play with your buddies. Number 2. Tunic. Tunic is an amazing adventure with a beautifully created universe to explore. It's a terrific puzzle box to delve into as you progress through a story that's got just the right amount of mystery and intrigue to keep you interested. It's a surprisingly large and challenging experience. This is undoubtedly one of the best games so far in 2022. Number 1. Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is a first-person shooter in the style of previous Halo titles. It was released simultaneously on Xbox and PC, with multiplayer available for free to everybody. The single-player campaign was released on December 8, 2021, and it marked a significant advance over Halo 5 Guardians. While there are the standard Halo missions, Infinite also has open-ended sections where players may take on side quests and explore Zeta Halo. Players use weapons and vehicles from the Halo series, such as the Warthog. The game introduces new skills for Master Chief, such as the grapple shot, which drags him towards enemies or collects items. Both single-player and multiplayer gunplay is as enjoyable as ever. The story is extensive and long, and the online modes ensure that fans will continue to play Halo Infinite for years to come. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Here's another video you may like. Thanks for watching.